Have you read Galatians 2? This is one of those chapters we are likely to distance ourselves from. Paul shares with the readers about his time with the council at Jerusalem, and that we can read about in Acts chapter 15. The matter at hand was the confirmation received from the key leaders at Jerusalem about the gospel that Paul preached. The conclusion that we have believed in Christ Jesus so that we may be justified by faith in Christ and not by the works of the law. That was the gospel message that Paul was preaching. Not everyone agreed, as was the case for the circumcision party. Peter and the others did, but not the circumcision party. Faith seemed to be an addition to their law, in their opinion. According to them, everyone would need to adhere to the law. The leaders at Jerusalem, James, Peter, and John, had already agreed, but that was not the case. But their actions. Namely, Peter's told a different story. His actions told a different story. Here we read about that in Galatians chapter 2, starting in verse 11. But when Cephas came to Antioch, I opposed him to his face, because he stood condemned. For he regularly ate with the Gentiles before certain men came from James. However, when they came, he withdrew and separated himself, because he feared those from the circumcision party. Then the rest of the Jews joined his hypocrisy, so that even Barnabas was led astray by their hypocrisy. But when I saw that they were deviating from the truth of the gospel, I told Cephas, that's Peter, in front of everyone, if you who are a Jew live like a Gentile and not like a Jew, how can you compel Gentiles to live like Jews? Sometimes leaders don't always get it completely right. Sometimes leaders bow to pressures that don't serve the gospel. In this case, Peter acted differently when the circumcision party rolled into Antioch. Previously, he had been eating with the Gentiles who did not observe the Jewish food laws. When the circumcision party showed up, he quickly changed his dining routine. This change sent a message to the Gentiles that was different than before. Paul called him out on it. Can we be consistent with a message of the gospel where we are justified by faith and not by works? Keep reading, encourage others to read, and expect to find more gems to help us live like Jesus. Thank you.